be going through the best AI tool for researchers to keep academic integrity whilst moving your research forward. We will be going through this presentation quite quickly, so be ready to take down any notes and also mark any questions that you may have in the Q&A section. So here's a little outline of everything that we're going to be going through. As you can see, this tool will be capable of taking us from, our ideation phase in research all the way up to reviewing our paper and publishing our paper. So to start off, every researcher needs to start off somewhere. And for us, that is research gaps. Now, traditionally, you may look through a bunch of papers. You may note down some of the key notes and maybe future works that a paper is looking to do in order to compile that information with other papers and make research gaps. With AnswerThis, we're able to do this straight away by prompting it to find research gaps, specify the topic area that you need it in, and then go ahead and search. And you will be able to get a multitude of research gaps backed by over 20 citations. So you can go in, you can view the source, you can see where the research gaps have come from, and you can evaluate on where you want to go from there. Moving on is paper search. Traditionally, we'll use things like Google Scholar or university libraries in order to find the exact paper that we need. However, this process can take a lot of iterations in terms of changing filters to get the right paper. Instead, with AnswerThis, it's similar to GPT, and where you just give it a prompt, and instead of an output with text, it'll give you an output with the exact papers that you will need for your research topic that you mentioned. This is one of my favorite ones, citation map. So I highly recommend to do this by hand if you've never done a citation map before. Essentially, you want to have a core paper or a paper that you want to set as origin. And from there, you want to draw out all the related papers, what are the top contributing authors in your space, what are the most connected papers. And from this, you'll be able to get a better sense of what papers you need to look at as you're compiling a literature review or a paper, but also just helps find papers and explore your space a little more. And AnswerThis can produce something as you can see on the right hand side, and we'll dive into that a little bit more later on. Additionally, for thesis statement, it's very important that you follow the guidelines that you need for your class. So always make sure to have the understandings and findings of the papers that you're looking for, as well as noting down the debate limitations of the space you're in. This will help you make out a thesis statement, or you need to look for papers to initially build that thesis statement with your requirements. You can also prompt the AI to draft a thesis statement based on that area. And after that, you can change your clarity, you can change your academic choice in that text. And Latifi, were you able to set up your camera there? Moving on to the research outline.
I'm here.
For your literature review, just because you want to have your timeline mapped for what you want to do, as well as what your research consists of. So gotta make sure that you follow all the other slides and steps before coming to this point. At least for me, it's been very helpful. And then of course you can prompt AnswerThis in order to make your research outline. Next up is the literature review. So after we've made our research outline, we've made our timeline for any experiments we need to do. We've done our experiments. We have all the papers we need. And now it's time to compile that together into a literature review. So traditionally, we'll skim selected studies and get familiar with the key methods, findings, and approaches that papers have used. And we want to group these similar ideas and the themes that we can write out inside of our literature review. Now, One way we can make a quick draft of this is if we have all our papers, say in Zotero or Mendeley, we can import them into AnswerThis, literature review from the PDF that we found, or we can start from scratch and ask AnswerThis to explore our research area and make a literature review with papers for us. Wadi, would you like to take from here?
Yeah. Yeah. From data extraction, right?
Yeah.
So like as my able scholar was talking about the data extraction, especially anything dealing with the answer. This is a very, very invoke data AI app that is very invoke and that can assist us a lot in research, as he has been speaking on it, and we have to go through it. The answer is very accurate and give some literature review that is very essential, and like if you're able to use it, it will give you some guidelines that will assist you in getting the right literature that you want. The right literature you want. You know, there are some apps that may give you the accurate ones, and when you get the materials, sometimes it may not be accurate, and you need to verify. But the AnswerThis is very accurate, and working with AnswerThis will not affect the integrity of your research. Actually, it will assist you, it will boost your academic productivity, and it will make you acquire this knowledge, and it will show you the nitty-gritty of research, like he has been explaining to us since. And like this one that's on the page, that is data abstraction. You want to get a research gap, you need to go to AnswerThis. It will assist you, and it will be very, very essential. Let's try to adopt it. The data abstraction for the qualitative method, in so many places, you are doing the qualitative method, you are doing the manual one, but the AnswerThis will make it more, make it faster, and it will humanize your work. Let's go to the next page, please. Now, the AI editing. The AI editing is used to mean rewrite and generate grammar.
I want to project 120 million pounds now.
Please, if you are attending this webinar, make sure you off your microphone. Please make sure you off your microphone, please, so you can hear ourselves. Make sure you off your microphone, please. So the AI editing here is, the editing is used to mean rewrite and generate grammar tools. So, and it makes it very clear, the kind way of clarity, the tone is very top notch, the structure is up to date, and it will tailor your work to your tasteness. And let me go to the next page. So, conclusively, conducting research is a step-by-step process that still requires your critical thinking. But these tools like AIs can help you streamline and strengthen each stage. From identifying gaps to refining your writing, it supports but does not replace. As we are in AI world these days, people used to lay emphasis that using AI is like a crime. And some app, if you are using them, in fact, it may blacklist your work, because right, when they verify the AI, they see like this 90% AI rating. But AnswerThis is taking care of that. right from the right, looking for this research gap. If actually you know how to use it, it will make sure that your work is humanized from the beginning till the end, and it will make your work have a kind of integrity everywhere you go. So thank you so much.
Perfect.
Thank you so much.
Alrighty. Let me just turn this off. Thank you so much for going through those final slides. Absolutely spot on. With the AI writing to help you, but not actually like replace you. I think that's a really important note. And as we go into this next section, I'd actually like everyone to head over to the Q&A section of this webinar. I'm going to repost this link, but I'm going to go through what is accessible to everyone, which is the free version of AnswerThis. We're going to have a quick demo here for the last 5-10 minutes. So feel free to sign up through this link, and then you can follow along. So I'll give you just a second to do that as I prepare for the screen share.
Okay, got a link in there. Well, sign in since it.
Alrighty. So for this next section, I'm going to share my screen. Perfect. So once you've signed up through that link, you can find it in the Q&A section. You'll be brought to a page like this. So we have our search bar in the middle here. On our left-hand side, we have a few different tools that we can use. And then at the bottom, we can also see some of our previous queries. So for the free version, you're going to have access to this toolbar. And this is the most powerful tool that AnswerThis has to offer. The first thing that we want to know here is the prompt helper. So if we're struggling to think of, what we actually need or how do we want to phrase our prompt, we can select any of these. So if we want to find, let's say, literature review, we can do it on we could do a literature review on atomic structures. Let me spell that right. I got spelled wrong. But you can put in this through the prompt helper. I'll put the prompt right here. From this point, it's very important that you change your type of search. So auto is just going to be our basic AI model. If you want a full review, highly recommend to select this for literature reviews, or if you want something very comprehensive. And then a quick Q&A is like a quick research Q&A where I'll give you backed answers to general research questions. Great for things like research gaps, quantitative analysis, or something that you just need a quick answer to. Next, we'll have the ability to upload any PDFs that we want to make a literature review with. We can also go into the papers or internet as well. And then, of course, we can also use our own library too. Finally, on the right-hand side here, we'll see more filters. From here, we can change the minimum amount of citations that AnswerThis pulls from. We can also go ahead and change which research databases we want AnswerThis to pull from as well. So we have these 4 different research databases that we can use. We can also use web search if we need it, as well as patents. And finally, at the bottom here, we can change the journal quality. Q1, obviously being the most high quality journals. And then if we want to include everything, we can also just select all. And the final thing is this start date. So if we want to only get research papers from a certain date and onwards, we can change the start date. And similarly, we can change the end date as well. So if we jump into, let's say, one of the searches I've done before, this is what an answer this literature review will look like. So if we scroll to the bottom here, we can see all the sources that were used. Here we see 15. We can also change citations to APA or anything we may need. And as you can see, I asked for identify gaps in literature related to how do different cultures perceive AI. And if we scroll down here, it gives us a bunch of different gaps that we can explore. And then, of course, on the right-hand side, we can see all the papers that were used. If we click on any of these citations, it will actually bring us to the exact paper that was referenced. And yeah, we haven't got too much time left, so I just want to quickly note, this is the extract data option. This is also free for you to use. You can extract research gaps from each one of these papers if you need. You can also export it to CSV, BibTeX, as well as do bibliometric analysis with all the different papers that you use. So let's give it a few seconds. Should give us the research gaps. Also, if we scroll to the bottom, we'll see that this pulled 15 papers for our literature review, but it's given us 31 pages worth of research papers. The reason it does this is AnswerThis will share related papers as well. It won't include it in your literature review, but you can scroll through and look at these additional reads in order to maybe get a more holistic sense of your research area. And finally, this is what the citations maps from earlier looks like. You can see the top contributing authors and most connected papers from here, as well as your own library here. So this is all completely free to use. You'll have 5 or 10 free credits through that link where you can use the tool. It'll get filled every month. And yeah, that is AnswerThis. And if anyone has any questions or has any thoughts, feel free to leave them in the Q&A section. Perfect. Alrighty. So finally, just want to send a quick reminder. Everyone who's joined, if you joined a little bit late, I will be sending the recorded version of this webinar to your emails, so keep an eye out for that. Alongside that, if you sign up to the link through the Q&A section, you'll also get a certificate as well for attending this webinar. It has to be through this link, so make sure to click it in the Q&A section. And then afterwards, after this webinar is done, you will receive a certificate as well. Whitey, any final thoughts?
Yeah, it's quite informative. Is that anybody that attended this this particular webinar will be given a certificate, and as the co-founder has been laying emphasis on, is that you're able to use this particular app. It will make your work exceptional, and it will ginger the reality of research in your work. It will make you revive the sensibility and the beauty of your work. So try to learn, since we are going to send the recording of this particular video, so everybody will have the opportunity to look at the demonstration that is given to us and try to do it. And I believe that you get more from this. Thank you so much for attending. Those of you that attended, thank you so much for attending. And those of you that were not able to attend because of one reason or the other, really understand. So thank you so much. God bless you.
Amazing. Thank you so much, everyone. And yeah, thank you, Whitey, again for having me. It's been an absolute pleasure. And if anyone ever, wants to talk, wants to reach out, there's my email. I put it into the chat. I'd be more than happy to talk with you and have a chat. And yeah, thank you so much, everyone, again, for attending. And thank you, Waddy. It's been an absolute honor.
Welcome. You are welcome.
Alrighty.
Thank you. Yeah.
Perfect. Have a great one, everyone. Bye bye.